Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades, where today, me and my buddy Enkidu, or at least his hands, that's not, screwed it up. What I should have said was my buddy Enkidu's gonna give me a hand. That was the one. Look at these big meaty paws. Was Enkidu a bear? I should make some time to look stuff up on Wikipedia between episodes. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just like shotgunning these, just like one after another, because even though I probably sound pretty negative some of the time, I'm having more fun with this game than I have had with a game in a long time. Hades absolutely fucking rules. You know what, my one complaint about this game is that I don't think Extreme Measures Hades is necessarily very fun, but if you don't do Extreme Measures Hades, you don't get to hear the Extreme Measures Hades music, which is awesome, and I wish that it played during more of the game, basically, is my major complaint. Alright. I have this. He says I have this. He's wrong, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. So we're going out there with the same pact we had for the last episode. Today we are just trying to go real fast. If Chaos offers you the boon that says 80% more enemy spawns, you do not take it.
The pact is sealed.
Today we are killing enemies quickly.
Arms are sealed away for a reason, boy. Your curiosity exceeds your common sense. But heed my words. You stay away from those accursed things.
There's something in here about infernal hands, and I don't know exactly what it is. Alright, open up with that hammer. So, one that is specific to this thing. Maim-inflicted foes take even more damage and also move slower. And, on top of that, I don't really think these are very exciting. So yeah, Rending Claws it is. So they'll take 50% more damage, they'll still deal 50% more damage. Gotta be wary. We could get ourselves punched in half real easily here. Hey, we did it. We got one. Now look, we're still going to take the Chaos Gate. We're just not going to take a thing that gives us extra enemies, that's all. I wonder how this scales as you start it up. I wonder if it goes 1, 2... Probably not 3, right? Because if it went to 3% per... I bet it's 1, 1.5, 2. Even 2 would be a lot of dodge chance, though. Yeah, I don't know.
Such darkness emanates from you, O son of Hades, that I once again did not entirely anticipate you would arrive just now. I suspect even your father must have difficulty keeping track of you through the domain he calls his own.
You know, he seems to figure it out somehow. So, Dash Strike up. I mean, this feels pretty okay. Our attack is such a high base damage that a percentage modifier to it seems like a real good idea. Just don't maim anybody for 4 rooms. I mean, obviously the downside of this is that that is going to make it harder to actually Lambent Plume those 4 rooms, but I think I'm willing to try it.
Should be worth it soon enough.
You know, go fast. Don't forget to boil the blood of your foes. We could maybe do this, maybe. Oh, wait a second there. Did we just see... We're gonna have to test that. Yep. The Dash Strike only does 20 damage. That said, it's not such a bad thing, because if we use it to break people's shields, it doesn't matter how much damage it does, right? That first charge comes down just as easily to 20 as it does to 60. I'm trying to think, what do we want? What would we want from Poseidon? We don't want any of his boons here, but he might give us... He has cool stuff. I'm debating about Heart, honestly. And we have to be a little cautious about who we pull in here, because, of course, there's the issue of a limited number of gods and us having very little control over our gods, because we're going to want to keep the Lambent Plume on for the entire run. I think we're still going to take this. I'm really worried that he might end up being a net negative for us, though. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna beg off. He really doesn't have a lot of boons that play all that well with the thing we're trying to do. Because we don't want the enemies going away from us under, like, any circumstances. How did you stay alive? How can you possibly still be alive? It's disgraceful. Boy, I'll tell you, not a good idea to be held in place.
Short work. It's a relief.
With weapons in general. Not a good idea in this video game to be held in place. But man, this thing feels like it is tearing through concrete. Like, this weapon has a really powerful feeling. Also, I really appreciate that the lambent plume actually shows you a little timer. Like, you know exactly how close you are to failing the time thing. That's really nice. And it does seem to be different from room to room. Alright, I don't think we're going to the shop just yet. I miss the days of starting with a, starting with all that extra money. Also, I really want to be able to do our main thing. Oh, no. Yeah, there goes our plume. Yeah, I didn't quite get it.
I'm rich.
I missed that guy for too long. Okay. Now, see, both of these are compelling. Let's go Zeus, I suppose. So we get a higher rarity boon from him. I mean, like, there's lots and lots of good Artemis stuff, but Zeus is special, and his attack, and his cast. I think all of his stuff would be worthwhile. Oh, you know what? I haven't really been making use of it, but... Right? If we got lightning bolt on dash, it actually would be pretty good, I think.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. I don't think we're gonna call in Dusa here. Ah. Stop throwing bombs at me. Wow, the timer for the lambent plume ended just now. Who could possibly do this room that quickly?
My chaos boon switched to a new effect.
Alright, well, you know what? Honestly, if we'd been maiming them, though, who knows? Who knows how quickly we would have gotten it done. Alright, are you on my giving list right now? You are not.
Now isn't that mouth on the twin fists there in your possession, Zagreus? Last god I saw bedecked in those old gloves was Demeter herself, oh, way back when. She was a real fighter at the time, not just a naysayer.
Well, I don't know if I would describe her as just a naysayer now. Okay, so I think we have an interesting question here about, like... I think both of these are really interesting. I might want to go for more of an attack damage modifier on our attack. So maybe we just take this.
Thunder and lightning.
And now we can actually use our upper again as well. I have a really hard time doing the dash upper. I don't know why. It doesn't feel natural to me. You know, you get so used to dashing into normal attacks. Because this is the only weapon that has a dash special at all, right? Nope, that's bad. Yep, try not to get punched in the face by a guy who is just a huge man who has just been maimed. Yeah, geez, look at the... I think it's just the visuals and the audio effects, but man, it really does feel terrifyingly powerful to wield. Chop, chop, chop. Oh. That's the thing I just said not to do.
That ought to keep me going for a bit.
Super Palm versus Money. Well, I do believe we are going for the Super Palm. Also, it ought to be pretty okay here.
Let's go make Father mad.
I assume that this is not going to be a place where we're going to get our plume. Where we're going to get a point from our plume. Sorry, all of a sudden I got this frog in my throat and he seems reluctant to leave. Don't you hate that? You have a guest over and they just like, they can't take a hint? Yep, living in fear. Well, the good news is, we're probably not going to suffer too much from the main thing because we already can't afford to take a hit. Also, we got to remember, if we successfully deal a maim, it's not just a damage bonus. It is also it's another pulse of damage in a couple of seconds. It's just, it's so scary to even go for it. Also, damn, how many enemies do we have here? I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. I didn't get punished for it, but I definitely shouldn't have done it. Ah, god damn it. He hit me mid-dash, too. Well, we did get our plume, at least. Ugh, really crummy outcome. You know, weaken on hit would not be bad. Do we want to do Aphrodite? Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I'm bummed out about not getting that palm. But it does seem like sometimes the lambent plume is quite generous with the time there. Why can't I hit you? Okay, also, those should be making impact. Come on. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should have taken Dionysus because of the Mega Dash. So it looks like our Lambent Plume is already off, despite the fact that the game hasn't even bothered to spawn most of the enemies in the room yet. So sometimes it's really generous. I wonder how it's set, you know? Yeah, because like in this room, there's no way. In this room, I don't know that it would have been possible to meet the timer they had set.
What do we have here?
I'm certainly not like just running or anything.
Longer, dearest. I bring you strength and comfort, and I shall be watching every step of yours most carefully.
Alright, she does not want us to have the thing I want. Well, I mean, Passion Dash is also fine. Yeah.
No love without pain.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I think we've got to, right? Yeah, probably. This could be bad. Oh man, this is a very small room. Well, if we take Aphrodite first, we're gonna die.
Now, wasn't that a simple test, nephew?
I think Electric Shot's probably pretty solid here. Or, you know what? Static Discharge is also real good, though. Because we're so incentivized to open with our Lightning Bolt attack.
Take me for some thoughtless nymph to be manipulated, dearest. I expect reciprocal devotion from you. Do you understand?
Forgive me, Aphrodite.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble consistently doing the dash upper. And I think part of that is that like the other aspects of the fists train you not to, because the dash upper in most situations is worse than standing upper. Oh my god. The amount of damage that we can take just like trying to move around the room. It turns out that it doesn't matter if you take the chaos penalty for... Ah, come on. If you take the chaos penalty for increased spawns in a room, because you will just get them anyway. This is not a number of enemies that is normal.
I cannot bring myself to stay upset with you forever, little godling. So let's move along from that small misunderstanding there.
Okay, crush shot's just bad. The amount of time that you have to stand still to do crush shot makes crush shot unusable because you have to be so close to enemies that you're basically guaranteed to get hit while standing that still. Heartbreak Strike though seems fine. So yeah, we're in real bad shape already. It's very not promising.
In the name of Hades.
Well, I think we'd be fools not to take this, right? 3 encounters of for real don't get trapped. Is the boss... We're coming up to the boss? Yes, we are. Boy,
I'll take it.
Poseidon really wants to get in on this, huh? Alright, fine. This is a terrible boon, but I think we're gonna take it. Do we want Floodshot? I would much prefer, like, Zeus cast, Ares cast, almost basically everybody except Aphrodite. It's a lot of damage. I'm gonna take this because we're low on health and there's no food in the shop. And also, you know, these resources are not nothing. And then we're gonna go fight... I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess Alecto.
I'm back, ladies.
Hey, wow, she's not even here. She is totally getting there.
Do you remember me, Tisiphone? My name is Zagreus, Prince of the Underworld. Pretty close with Megara, I guess. Try saying Zagreus again for me.
Wow, that's real good, actually.
Almost.
That is not the correct way to do that. You want to dash away from her in a sort of a triangle or L shape. Really not a good idea to stand in that after you have maimed. Could be going worse, but it's not going well. Ow, that covered the entire area. Okay, so there were several attacks there that were unavoidable. Or at least unavoidable, I guess, without going up into here. Alright, well that's a lot of darkness, and we lost a lot of health there, but we're not super low.
Father.
You withstood the combined might of the Furies.
We have pretty good max HP for coming out of the first area. Again, pardon me. So where are we at on this? 4%? It may not be worth it to keep it, actually.
Could try a different one.
I mean, obviously, it'll be a lot more viable once it's leveled up, but I do think that it's it's in such poor shape here that I think we probably ought to just not do it anymore. So, let's just switch to a different one. So start working through the list, I guess. Skull Earring feels like not that great. The picture of Meg I do love very much, though. What is in the shop?
Beats dying.
Well, I guess we're going to buy that. I was going to say, if there's like a couple of interesting items, a couple of interesting limited duration items, maybe we take the hourglass and then buy them. But I don't think that really makes sense. Let's just take like the feather duster. We're not in a great place health-wise.
Might help.
We can do this for a little bit and then switch it over to something else. Because it won't take us long to work through the rest of the keepsakes, right? We only had we had 7, I think, 6 or 7.
Asphodel.
All right, so Hermes versus Double Palm. We do have some pretty good places to put a Double Palm. I guess I should break all the pots in here, shouldn't I?
Yum.
Look at that, Dusa coming through in the clutch, as she always does. Nobody should be surprised. It's probably Hermes. Yeah, it's Hermes. But that double palm is definitely interesting. I think if it was guaranteed double palm versus Hermes, I would take the palm, but since there is a chance that we could... Oh my god. Since there's a chance that we could screw up and not get it, and we are using a weapon that is so prone to that particular screw-up, I think it's probably best we do it this way.
Like that.
I'm trying my hardest to make good use of the extra dashes, to remember I have them and make good use of them.
Heard you got through pretty quick last time. Not bad, not bad.
Well, not quick enough, apparently. Sure. Sure, that seems fine.
Denizens of the deep, arise.
This also seems fine. And I think we're going to Zeus.
Right there.
Again, there are good pomegranates, but also, what if we got lightning bolts on our dash? I think that would be really good.
Let's get out of here.
Also, you know, like a call. A call would probably be a smart thing to have. Trying to be, you know, aggressive, trying to be proactive here. Get in nice and early, and if you
These fists are going to do the
dash
talking
in
soon.
before they attack, they will shoot you directly in the face. It's hard to find time to do the dash special as well, just because it makes you so vulnerable. With all these Hydra heads around, it's very difficult to justify sitting still. Ow. It seems like the timing on dash upper is a little it's a little tighter than the timing on dash strike as well. Like if I click anywhere during a dash, a strike comes out at the other end. Like this is me pressing dash and attack simultaneously. But if I do the same thing with dash upper, hold on, I dashed a whole bunch of times there. Nothing happens. I have to hit the Q at the end of the dash. And I think I mostly do that dash and attack at the same time thing. So I have to I actually have to use my brain a lot more than I would like to do the dash upper. A lot of stuff's happening real fast. I don't have time to think through each of my actions in great detail. And some of you just went, oh, that explains why he plays like
In the name
that.
of Hades.
I mean, that's sort of the thing I want. I mean, that's good. Do we want to just take his cast? I think his cast is pretty strong. And we have a hard time dealing with groups of enemies at range. Like, this would be real good for some of our problems. But also, I do like lightning reflexes, and I like how, dash just before getting hit is so generous, it just goes off all the time. I'm gonna take that. This baseline is very good, by the way. Super into it. Why don't more games have... Oh, right. Break all pots. I gotta remember to do this. Why don't more games have soundtracks that are just bass? I'm so used to not even looking at most pots. There's so much the background. Alright, so shop is wrong. which means we're money versus heart. It's gotta be heart. Especially since we have 4 Death Defiances now. Like, extra health is so much extra health. Trying to remember to get all my bonuses here. Yeah, you have to hit the special for the dash upper really a lot later than I am used to hitting the attack for the dash attack. That's tough. I wonder why it's different. You would think that they would just, like... I mean, listen, I'm not going to pretend I know what their architecture is like. But you would think they would just use a lot of the same code for the dash upper as they do for the dash attack. I'm sure there's a very good reason that it's not like that, because, listen, I don't think Supergiant doesn't really do a bad job. That's not their thing. It's just very weird. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. And you can totally see the hesitation. Like, where I'm trying to be like, okay, I want to do a dash upper now, so hold on a second, let me think what I gotta do with my hands. Hades is not really goddamn bombs. The worst part of that is, I totally could have gotten out of that if I had just used all of my dashes. I dashed away twice, and then I stopped dashing because I thought I was out. But I could have, like, done a lateral and just gotten away from the very poor turning radius of that thing. I gotta remember that these tools are here if I want to make use of them. Also, as much as I do appreciate the assist here from Dusa, it is a little bit tedious trying to make use of it. Aha! Delicious. I assume. I don't know how long it's been sitting in that pot. Y'all, can I tell you, this is dumb stuff. This right here will tell you what level of class you're dealing with your old buddy SB here. The quarantine has got me missing Taco Bell, something fierce. I find myself craving it. It's not like Taco Bell stopped existing, but you can't walk up to I don't have a car, you know? The only way you can get Taco Bell now is a drive-thru, and I used to just, like... There's a Taco Bell near the store where I do my grocery shopping. I used to go in there on the way to the grocery store sometimes and get some real cheap garbage food, but it's garbage food that I like. Let's go Dionysus. I wouldn't mind Trippy Shot. I wouldn't mind his call. Yeah, there's good stuff available from Dionysus. I just want some cheesy gordita crunches. That's all I'm saying. And I know DoorDash exists, but I got problems with that. Other problems with that. Are you teleporting around? Is that what's happening right now? Because you're not allowed to do that. Those are not the... Ugh. Wow. Could that have gone any better? Right, I forgot about the mini-boss thing. Unfortunately, part of the mini-boss thing with this one is that the projectiles are so much larger. I tried to dash in, do a quick upper, and then dash out. But you stand still for too long. We're about to spend a Death Defiance. Okay, that's interesting, and I wasn't really thinking about it, but it's a good plan if I can execute it intentionally. If I dash around the wave multiple times, it triggers the near miss thing multiple times, and I just get a whole lot of lightning bolts. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's definitely interesting. Wow, I punched him so hard his entire being flew up into the sky. Are you on the gift list? You are not on the gift list. I mean, we're going to have to start in on some new gods soon, but I only have 2 nectar right now. So who is on the gift list? Poseidon and Artemis and Ares are all people that we've been gifting. We're done with Demeter. Alright, I'm gonna stick to it.
Oh, no way, Zag. looking like you got yourself a gift from old Poseidon there. He's quite the catch, but here, hope you save some room for more.
Is Dionysus into Poseidon? I was saying Trippy Shot might be interesting, but maybe we want to keep our Boiling Blood and instead take Premium Vintage? Because, like, with any of these casts that make you lose Boiling Blood, obviously there's a trade-off there, right? Maybe we just take the Premium Vintage, because I think, first of all, life gain, and secondly, Nectar. Yeah.
How about another?
Oh, right, and we get free Palm. And we get more Nectar. I'm actually, like, overjoyed about that. Yeah, hate it, hate it. Okay, the good news is, with these guys attacking with the frequency they attack with, and the sort of the broad definition of near miss that that lightning bolt thing uses, we probably will be able to get a lot of free lightning. We also have to be super careful, because, like, obviously I want to maim them, but they're really good at hitting me. Okay, so clearly there's some kind of internal cooldown on it. Maybe it's like you can only get one lightning bolt off of each combo. No, clearly not. But it's definitely not doing it every time either. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable for there to be some level of... Whoa, 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 whoa. Dashed too many times. It turns out you can actually just hold the button down, which I did not know. I'm learning stuff. Yeah, I think I've always been pressing it twice. See, like, that would have been a near miss, right? That was totally a near miss, but we didn't get any lightning bolts out of it. So I think there's some kind of internal cooldown, but it's not clear to me what it's based on. Ooh. That's a challenge. I love a Chaos Gate. You guys know I love a Chaos Gate, but... versus Eurydice. Hold on. Pots. Let's go make sure all the pots are dead. I gotta remember. I gotta remember that we have this. Also, go look for food that I already knocked out of pots that I just didn't notice because I was busy trying not to die. I think we're gonna skip this Chaos Gate. I don't think we can... Yeah. I cannot in good conscience not take Eurydice's food. I think it would be a very silly thing to do indeed.
What's going on?
So I do think there's an interesting question here. I don't know that we necessarily have a lot of boons that I want to push up in rarity right now. Like, it would be cool if Heartbreak Strike went up, but the rest of these I don't think are all that important to improve. So I think this time...
snacking on onions or something there, hon? No
Sorry.
offense or anything, but you smell like you ate a whole one of them raw.
It was like a little one.
Wait, how else are you supposed to eat those things?
What, are you kidding me? You can grill them, saute them, fry them, boil them, pickle them, roast them? Oh, hun, you've been missing out.
You know, I don't think I have no idea what a pickled onion tastes like. It's interesting. I really, really like the taste of onions, but man, I hate the texture.
Try this.
Ooh, that's good.
I cook with a lot of onion powder, but basically never an onion.
Till next time.
See you next time.
Alright, so is this... Are we pre-boss chamber? We are. Well, I mean, we're definitely taking boon plus food.
Lovely to see you.
Epic Different League is exciting. Yeah, I think we're taking that.
I'm all worked up.
Alright, Zag, calm down. Let's break a whole lot of stuff. Hooray! I like how much mood you can get from Karen's vocalizations, even though, you know. Alright. we're in a state here where we could potentially do quite well. I just have to keep my head about me and be really careful, and there are some really bad times during this fight to go for a maim.
I see you regrew your neck.
Oh yeah, weird. I feel like I should be getting backstabs for that. Ah. Damn it. Oh, it's hard to be at a safe distance. Oh wow, we do a lot of damage though, huh? Oh, did that not hit him? It didn't. Shoot, I didn't get that main. I feel like there's a lot of weird lag on phase changes. Ah. I think it's worth making sure we kill these. Ooh. Yeah, man, we just hit really, really hard. Ooh, boy. Well, I didn't get any near misses on that because I actually got hit by all of the projectiles. I do feel like, armored blue skeleton is maybe a little much. Didn't mean to, yeah. Getting myself into trouble holding down the dash button. Because, man, it really, starts throwing out those dashes really fast. I appreciate you shooting your little helper dudes directly into the lava.
Medusa.
Okay, well, the Deuce call was maybe unnecessary. We punched so hard. I am not used to punching this hard. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
That was 5 seconds, right?
You know what? I think it's probably too hot down here for most bacteria and stuff to survive, so probably fine. That's interesting. She left. She actually went up into the rafters the instant the boss fight ended. It's weird that the voice line doesn't play until her timer runs out. Okay, so who are we switching over to now? We could take the skull earring. We're kind of low on health. We could just bring the broken spear point, which seems, you know, fine, not great. I kind of want to buy this yarn, because if it stacks with this thing, then we are going to get a really, really strong boon. Obviously, the life essence would be nice, but
looks handy.
I'm going to do that. So we're definitely not interested in an hourglass at this point. We could take the Sigil of the Dead. We don't have a call. You share an intractable bond. So what? It's Skull Earring, Cosmic Egg. I feel like Cosmic Egg's the thing you want to take at the beginning of the run. Oh, never mind. We've already used it. Yeah, Spear Point, right? Because we're going to want to use we'll probably want to use an actual keepsake for sticks. Because I feel like we have a good chance. We have a good chance of actually clearing, and it would be really nice to reset the loot with the gloves, right?
Time to pick a fight.
Alright, well, I don't think that, don't think the Palm's going to win in that comparison very often.
Surprise.
I'm really nervous about maiming these guys because it's so hard to keep them from being able to hit you. God, look at the width of our swing. Ah. Don't move away from them. Okay, the maim will kill him. I was really hoping that it would... The auto-targeting logic in the cast made it go around the enemy I most wanted to hit. Man, I wish the dash upper was a little bit more natural. Or if it just, you know, if it just functioned the same way the other dash attack does.
So much for them.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if that is, if the maim will count. I bet it won't. I bet it has to be the hits of the special. That's definitely interesting. 2% health. Now, obviously, this is one that won't help us very much during, like, boss fights or anything, but we are going to take it.
Should work.
Okay, well.
Open up.
Well, we must, right? People are always saying that to me. Oh god, chariots. Okay, so yeah. Hard confirmation there. We just killed an enemy with maim, and it did not heal us. I'm trying so hard to do this quickly without taking a ton of extra damage.
Disappointing for these so-called champions.
I'll take it.
That was a horrific group of enemies to have to fight quickly. We gained 6 health over the entire course of that. You know what, Hermes? Let's get a really high rarity Hermes boon. If my man wants to show us dodge here, could be real good. Right, I gotta be trying to get the kills with the special. I wonder if it'll, It just won't hit them. I'm having a real problem with it just refusing to hit them. It literally didn't do the thing there. Okay, that time it did. So it only gives you the points when you kill the exalted guy, not when you kill the eyeball. That's really weird. If it was only going to do one or the other, I would expect it would actually be the other way around, right? Because isn't the way it is now abusable, potentially? It must keep track. I bet it keeps track and it will only give it to you once per eyeball guy. But it also never gives it to you for the eyeball, is what we learned. Oh, hold on, let's see. Ah! Killed him with my big, clumsy hands.
Olympus, I accept this message.
No
thanks.
Show me something a little more exciting. I mean, quick recovery is not bad, certainly. Yeah, I'll take that. It's not ideal, and I would really have loved the dodge, but whatever. I sure would love to have the money to go to the shop. Yep, it's not even lethal. Come on, give me some of those near misses. It's not happening. So we just gotta run away from the video game until till such time as they decide we're clear. I missed all my move speed from last run. Yeah, with us still having base cast, this is really a bummer. We just kept getting offered stuff that was better. So we're just gonna do another couple laps around the room. I think Hermes would appreciate this. You know, he loves a man who gets his cardio. And you know, it's not Hades if you're not constantly trying to have sex with all of the gods. Oh, I should have.
That's better.
Specials, right. Should be specialing. You reckon this is going to be the Minotaur? Actually, I'd much rather it be the Minotaur than the Butterfly Ball. Damn it. Shouldn't have said anything. Chop, chop, chop. Just... Oh. This is packed of punishment nonsense. You know what? Fine. Good call. I love violence. We're so close. We're so close. All right. God, yeah, it is so hard to do the dash upper. There we go. We got a heal.
Farewell for now, sinister ball of butterflies.
We could start expanding the gift list. Yeah.
A toast in your honor, Lord Dionysus, mate. Have I mentioned how pleased I am to have made your acquaintance?
What is that for me? Really? I mean, cheers, man. That is awful generous of you. I'm much obliged.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, interesting. Strong drink really late. I mean, it's still going to be actually plus 10% damage on top of basically guaranteeing that we go back to full health right before Hades. So I honestly still might take it. I know, cast and everything, but... And that's assuming we don't find a fountain room here in Elysium, which we totally could. We probably won't. But, like, the question is, do you take a little bit more healing plus 10% damage as a boon? And I think the answer is yes. %, all damage is quite significant, right? We have a lot of things that, there are a lot of things in the game that increase the damage of your, like, attack and cast and special, but a thing that gives you damage on everything, including your lightning bolts, including, you know, if you should pick up some doom or something, like, that's significant. It'll increase the damage of our main, right? I'm actually really torn here. Let's do this. We're going to be seeing the pre-boss shop before too much longer. Now, obviously, we won't have the 10% damage for the entirety of the run, but we'll have it for Hades, which is where it matters the most. So I'm fine with that.
Dead.
Okay, trying to remember to use my special to kill stuff. Also, just like maim and run is totally a strategy. Maim and run is totally a strategy if you can get the maims to happen. Okay, so now in addition to the chariots making real goofy cat noises, I'm pretty sure maim is making a goofy cat noise when it expires. I think that's what I just heard. Oh, I meant to special them to death. I'm having a little bit of trouble with that. My dude, Patroclus versus a palm. Yeah, like, healing, right? We've seen a lot of palms this run. We've been offered a lot of palms. We haven't been taking them for the most part. Yeah, breaking stuff. Woo!
Couldn't help but hear the rattling of battle chariots of late. Raucous laughter and the like. You've really riled up the locals this time, stranger.
Must be Theseus and his fancy Macedonian. So he's been joyriding about in that thing, showing it off.
I love how much Zagreus hates the fact that Theseus has a chariot. He's so salty about it, it's beautiful.
Your arrivals are becoming a bit of an event, I'd say. And yes, the champion and his bull friend are likely at the center of it. You'll have to forgive me that I've no intent on attending your contests, but, well, here.
Alright, I think we're probably taking the Hydrolite, right? It's just insurance, and obviously the Cyclops Jerky would be good. But I like insurance. I think insurance is a good thing. Alright, so we've put ourselves in a position where I think we're going to have to just not use Medusa, or not, sorry, Medusa, on the boss fight here. Which is not totally ideal. Well, that's pretty nice. I can just dash kind of near the traps, and we get lightning bolts out of it. I was hoping we could catch one of them with the special. It's interesting that dashing past the chariots themselves doesn't create a near miss, when they would totally hit me if they touched me. Wonder why that's not coded that way. I bet they tried it. It was probably a problem. Okay, we got the heal there without suffering terribly for it. What am I doing? I can't fight while there's chariots up. Yeah, they're using like a very loose definition of near, and I love that. I love that very much. Oh god. Ow, I just ran into that arrow, damn it. Okay. Whew. Apparently not quite close enough to actually be punching. Stupid short knuckles. Okay.
Centaur strength.
Yeah, we got some HP. I know I keep not taking Trippy Shot, but could you perhaps offer me Trippy Shot one more time? That time I totally did execute the dash upper and I just missed him. I just put it in a place where he is not. Yeah, geez, like, the combination of the amount of damage it does and the area it covers really adds to the incredible feeling of power on this weapon. There we go. Can't be done? No? Ah! Don't charge toward that. Again, just kind of gotta wait until the chariots are gone before we can play the game again. We can try to lead the chariots through the other enemies as best we can, but like, you really, especially with the bow guys, you gotta take evasion pretty seriously. There's always so many of them. Like, ranged enemies plus chariots, Like, the game just feels comfortable spawning so many enemies on you at once. Look at the number of bows that are floating around here, and then think about the number of chariots we have also seen. At this point, I am dashing near the traps intentionally, just desperately trying to get those near misses. I didn't want to dash because I didn't want the lightning to accidentally kill him.
A boon.
I love that Zagreus is now noticing. Oh, hey, those are boons.
Strong stuff.
Alright. Good, good, good. Oh, fishing. Hey, fishing.
Time to fish.
Have I caught any fish this run? Who even knows? Sadly, there is no way to know a thing like that. There's nothing anyone could do.
Fish. Another clam.
Just shout fish. Yeah, this is shop time. Get me a boon and some other cool stuff.
What?
Okay, that was weird. We don't really need sunken treasure. I'm gonna reroll. These are all not compelling. Hey, a call. That's a good idea.
Should help keep me going.
And then what if we had some HP? I don't want to blow anybody's mind here. But what if we had some HP? Okay, no gold pots. We don't need the food. I mean, and 4 death defiances on top of it. We certainly have health. And we're going to get Hydrolite right after this, and then also Mega Fountain. Like, we'll be good going into Styx.
Gloves of yours, blackguard. Beginning to show more of your true and savage nature here, perhaps?
Yep, you got me. I have paws now on account of my nature.
No. He bears the twin fists in the aspect of a king called Gilgamesh. That king, he too wrestled a beast-like man, who then became a friend. Maybe that's why I knew this fight would come.
What are you telling me, Asterius? Now is certainly not a good time for waxing philosophical, I think. And surely this King Gilgamesh of whom you speak is much more competent a fighter than this filth.
Weird supposition. You know nothing about this king. It doesn't seem to me reasonable to assume that somebody is a good fighter because they are a king. But I guess, what do I know? I guess my dad's a pretty good fighter. But I don't think it's because he's a king. Got it, he just ran right into it, and then I ran right into it to, you know, just to make us even. Boy, he is doing the triple every single time, huh?
Thank you.
If he had gone around the pillar on that one, I was going to be very cross. Yep, triple every time.
So, monster, you think you have the wherewithal to
He figured out that there's literally no reason not to, I guess. Chopped. Oh. He got credit for running me over there, and I don't think it's fair. I'm going to hold off on the call, thanks there, game. Oh, now I've done it. I put Maim on the Minotaur. Was that smart? Was that a smart thing to do? Tried to dash through him for oh, he's doing the thing. Okay. Tried to dash through him for give him the old near miss, and I paid the price.
Now it is abundantly apparent that you are beneath me, fiend.
Yeah, but only because your chariot's so tall. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
We owe everything to our audience.
I kind of wish now that we could get the audience to turn, like, I had said before that I hoped that if we kept winning, the audience would slowly turn to our side. And I hope that even more now, because I think it would be really funny to see him get upset about it. Ah, goddamn. The gun attack's not... There it is. I was going to say, it's not nearly as fun without him laughing maniacally.
What is the matter, fiend? Is your weak sense of resolve already shaken?
How is it? I don't feel shaken. I do feel like I'm not happy with the amount that I'm maiming the Minotaur and then not taking good advantage of it. I mean, I guess every time we do it, it's good. Like, even just doing it and then running away from him for 4 seconds is good, because at least he takes the bonus damage at the end of the maim, right? Oh god, I can't get him to... There we go. And that's good too, like, just peppering him with fog and stuff post-maim is fine.
Stand your ground, Hellspawn, and I shall run you down.
Oh, I bounced the projectile over the thing. Shoot. Or off of the post. The game really wants me to not Greater Call. Thinks I don't know what I'm doing. I can see why I might think that. Oh, get away, get away. Ooh. Hey, gold. So there's some real Scott Pilgrim energy there. Ooh, coins! Boy, he is in a very sort of chargy mood right now.
Oh, your spirit must be quivering inside.
Ha!
No,
Thank you. I thought it was good too. Bam. Got him. I didn't dash first. The dash upper does have considerable range. I'm really nervous about going in too close to him though. You know, sometimes we pay the price. A miscalculation could be real bad. I think we're probably just gonna save the Greater Call for when he's no longer on the chariot.
You laggard! By my honor and the gods, you shall soon be destroyed.
Now we're talking.
There we go. Yeah, it totally makes a like a cougar noise, a puma. I don't know what the hell kind of cat that is. All right, we're gonna try a real fancy thing here.
Olympus, I require your assistance now.
Here comes a real water power.
Higher.
Tried to put some casts in the air too there, it didn't really happen. Yeah, again, that very, very extremely generous definition of near miss coming in. We got a near miss well before he even threw the spear, because of how generous the timing is, I think. And actually, that's interesting. It's interesting the way that serves as a warning. That could actually be really useful if you're having trouble figuring out the timing. And that has put us over 2,000 darkness as well. We are going to be able to max out the mirror now. So, given the number of regens that we have, I'm wondering if the right play is just add 38 health. Right, because this is actually 3 times 38 health, which is more than we get from the Lucky Tooth on this one, because of our extra Death Defiance. And then also working this up toward the point where it's actually 50 health would obviously be a good thing. And we don't need any of this nonsense, so let's just go. I'm feeling strong, which makes me nervous. It turns out that the hidden aspects are powerful. They're dangerous, but they're powerful. And I like the way they all have some kind of trade-off. Some kind of thing that makes them real risky. Although, honestly, with this one, I wonder if you could just ignore the special and do just fine with the super buffed and powerful attack. Do we want to buy one of those now just to make things easier in the moment? Are we on any duos? We haven't been aiming for any duos, but let's just take a quick look here. Let's check Poseidon first. So let's see. We could theoretically see Sea Storm. It would not be very good, but we could see it. You could see Sweet Nectar, also not any good. Exclusive access, yeah, far too late for any for any of those to be interesting. And then here, we don't have Curse of Longing, we don't have Parting Shot. We could, I suppose, find Smoldering Air. I don't know if it'd be okay. I would probably take it, honestly. Let's go ahead and grab this.
Should come in useful.
I'm not doing that, but that's definitely interesting. We have Weaken on Attack. This is just free damage.
I feel fabulous.
And also, I look fabulous. And also, what if I had 400 HP? Have you even considered? Like, what if I had 400 HP? Yeah, hit stun plus the fog. It's a beautiful thing.
You.
The attack is so slow that they can run in between the blows and bite me.
What now?
That's alright, we got Passion Dash. Just dash a lot. And the fact that the dash attack does so much less damage doesn't really matter. Not against these guys. Wow, I think I dashed into the wall a little bit and then got like a Mega Man style zip. That was really weird looking. One moment I was here and the next one I was there. Yeah, the fog is wonderful. Festive Fog is so good. I really like all of Zagreus's like animations and stuff with this weapon too.
That blasted giant bother has come back.
Uh-oh. Ah, there it is. Is there another? There it is. Jeez. Yeah, I gotta not catch every poison directly in the face. Alright, that's a good maim. Just trying to get an iframe dodge out there, and it did not happen. So yeah, the rats are going to be infinite, but we're not going to see another satyr. Oop, don't go all that way. Don't go all that way. Go at least partially a different way. Is presumably what I meant there. Okay, I do believe... Aw. I was gonna say, I do believe he's just gonna explode when the maim ends. Alright, 428 of your human life points. Feels pretty good. We took a lot of damage at the end of that, though. Sorry, with our strong drink thing, we are going to go back to full health when we see the fountain here, so I feel pretty okay about that as well. Do we go after the palm? Probably not. There are boons that I would like. Do we want to buy the Poseidon thing now? Probably.
I'll pay for that.
God Gauge faster. Razor Shoals will only activate when we call on people. It's hard to know. Like, if we do end up getting the Zeus Aphrodite duo boon, this will actually be really good, I think. Rupture's up for 3 seconds, and then we'll be able to special every like 5 seconds. So I'm gonna take that. If we end up not getting the duo, then it's considerably less good. But it's still, you know, it's not nothing. And then I think we're gonna go for this. Problem solved. Oops, that's the wrong button. Did you see me get sawed in the face trying to get a cheeky near miss there? That's one of those things where, like, again, stuff is happening too fast for me to have a full, like, thought process about it. And it absolutely was just the case that I was like, I saw it and I had half of an idea and then I executed it before the rest of my brain got in there and was like, hey, don't do that. What are you talking about? And I'm trying to still get the heals off of killing enemies with our special, but honestly, it doesn't seem to be that easy to get. I'm having a really hard time proccing it. I think at least some of the time I'm using our special, and the lightning bolt is actually getting the kill. Yeah, like there. It was very clearly first hit of special, lightning bolt for the kill. So we don't, we didn't get the kill with either the first or second hits. It was a real shame. Speaking of real shames, let's talk about me not getting the fountain here.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really want to... I don't want to melee him if I don't have to. Ah. Yep, I didn't dash. Standing upper does pin you in place for longer than the dash upper does.
Poisoned again.
I sure am. I feel like I am always poisoned. Oh no, it's me. Now I am the Asterius. Except you'll notice that I actually crash into things. Man, the tracking speed on these lasers. Thank you, Festive Fog. I don't even know what Zag's mad about right now. He's getting all quippy, and I have no idea why. Are you? You are not. I'm gonna not give you one.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I wasn't even thinking about that, but that's real good.
Cheers, you two.
Yep, I think this is wise. This will take us... Will this take us through to the boss fight? It's 5 encounters per branch, right? So if the next branch is the last one, I think we'll still have this jerky for Hades. So I'm going to buy it. Boy, maiming Hades is that's a scary idea. It's a scary idea. I said it second time because I managed to pronounce all of the words wrong the first time. I was worried that nobody would know what I was saying. Well... which one of these do we want to do? The real question is, do I think I can get 102 gold during a normal branch, or do we need the money branch? I think the answer is, I think I can. I think I can. So, it's like, boss for the double palm versus another Dionysus boon that could be kind of anything. Where we at on our remaining Dionysus boons? What would be fun? Positive Outlook would not be bad. With 4 Death Defiances, we're going to spend in theory, almost 50% of our health is below 40%, if that's a weird way to put... You know what I mean, though. Actually, more than 50%, right? Because I was just thinking about the post-Death Defiance, but there's a period before the first Death Defiance. So yeah, that could be a lot of damage reduction. High tolerance would be good. And then duos, like we probably don't have a lot of duos that are relevant. We just got Scintillating Feast, which I like very much. Yeah, so I think we're going to go that way. I think we will make $102 in a regular thing.
Maybe this way.
And I think I want this more than a palm. Look at how good my punching is. Look at how much punching I have. It looked like my enemies were low on punching, so I bravely donated some to them. Well, that was pretty well executed, that little room, if I do say so myself. Wait, are we on the Hydrolite already? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Ugh, God. What am I doing? Put a cast up. Put a cast up. Let these tiny nerds eat lightning. So it looks like there's a pulse of lightning immediately after the fog spreads out. Because otherwise it wouldn't have been able to kill that guy all at once, right? Because of the shielding. Man, that's a pretty good duo boon. I did it! I got 6 health back! Oops. I was actually in a place that was totally safe. We are learning, while fighting this guy, that it is in fact not the case that the 2 strikes in the combo are the same. One of them has a longer range than the other one does. Yeah, you just hang out right there. Seems like a lot of our enemies are content to just get sawed to death, and I am content to allow that. I kind of want to just wait for the poison to go away and then go get my bloodstones. I'm too far from that to get poisoned, right? Very close, very close. Okay, whew. I was hoping the near misses would finish him off, and I think that's what happened. Oh no, the satyr lives! Oh god.
My reward.
Of all of the enemies, I didn't want to survive that. We'll take the positive outlook.
How about another?
That boon does always seem to appear at about this time in the run, doesn't it? Okay, well, I guess we're doing another branch. We sure made our money. Do we want to take the high value Hermes boon, maybe? No, I want to try to get the duo. The duo would be nice.
Thank you, mate.
Okay, no such luck. Wave of Despair? Right, Dying Lament is going to be pretty weak in the Hades fight, but this will be maybe okay. If we take this, I still don't think we'll make it back to 500, so let's just go ahead and hunt the palm. My guess is we're not going to have to do the boss fight part of this anyway. Please let them die before the poison vent turns on. Okay, it was starting. Did you see that? It lit up.
Shiny.
Ow. I let myself get guillotined. Every room in here is like the pit and the pendulum. Who built this place? Wow, that's pretty intense, man.
Satyr storage. Gods grant me strength.
I wonder what scales the damage of the scintillating fog. Probably nothing, right? Yeah, it probably just has the damage it has. So do we want 6% damage reduction, or... I don't think we're going to hit with Thunder Flourish often enough for this to be really exciting. I'll just take this.
Extra blessing. Refreshing.
Alright, there's the other 5% damage from Strong Drink, and we get to buy ourselves a fancy palm.
Should come in useful.
Ooh, wow. 8% more. Wow. Wow, we have a lot of damage reduction. In particular circumstances.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of its attentions toward the satyr sack.
I can go.
Alright, so we have like 1,200 total health here. And I am not, listen to me, am not getting overconfident. I'm not going like, oh, we obviously have this, so that if I don't get it, I will be heartbroken. I'm just trying to, like, be in a place of believing it's doable, but not being certain that I will do it. That's where I'm trying to position myself right now.
All right, we made it, Malphon. Appreciate you lending me the might of Gilgamesh.
Alright, that's 2 ambrosia.
Resorting to mere fisticuffs with me. Though how you got Malphon to look like that, I've no idea. Pray tell, whose monstrous claws are those? A manticore's?
These claws, I'll have you know, Father, belonged once to an ancient god king known as Gilgamesh. You ever meet?
Provided he was flesh and blood at some point, then he resides within my realm. Presumably within Elysium somewhere, sadly bereft of his manticore claws, thanks to you. Come, show me what they can do.
Oh, I will, by which I mean I'm going to give you a big damage bonus and then you're going to cut my dumb ass in half.
Get out.
Ow. Okay, come on, SB. I should have avoided that, you're correct. And also that. Did he crit me? There was an exclamation point after his attack. I think he has crit. There we go. I dodged that one at least.
Which of our relatives aided you this time, boy?
Oh, quite a few of them, I'll have you know.
Yeah, actually.
Put it with this, Father.
You and your relatives.
Wow, we showed those guys who was boss, huh?
Darkness.
Aw, coward.
Yeah.
It gave me a near miss even though I dodged the wrong direction.
Darkness.
You hear me do so?
Seems like the time, right? Yes, thank you for the warning. But I'm aware, I see him. I can't damage that. Okay. I'm letting him hit me with absolutely everything. Ooh. Yeah, my plan there was just race him down before all those bloodstones go off.
We're not finished. Now this.
Well, that's embarrassing. Look, occasionally I dodge a thing. It can happen, it is real. I wonder if I get health for killing bloodstones with the special. I mean, they do count as enemies unto themselves, right? Because they give, they can drop Eye of Lamia health. Ooh, dangerous times. I didn't even see that one. So we confirmed there that something I thought last time was definitely not true. Because we definitely got hit by that grasping circle long after it had been spawned. So they don't only deal damage when they first drop. I'm planting my feet and just punching him because the punching is so good and I have so much of it. And I just feel that it ought to be more evenly distributed, you know? It's Zagreus, the punch communist. From each according to his ability, to each according to how much I think they should have. Got him. This is actually perfect. Ow, my face. I was dashing, by the way, but I think the core issue there was that I was pressed up against a pillar, so I was not in the dashes for very long. I'm trying to maim him as hard as I can.
With your youth comes a certain strength, it seems.
I am just so bad at executing the dash upper. So, for the last 10 seconds there, I was constantly trying to do the dash upper, and I was either pressing Q early enough that I wasn't dashing at all, or, you know, still too early during the dash so the punch wasn't coming out. It's very embarrassing.
You're quite strong.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
In the name of Hades.
I've got a Minotaur's toughness. I assume that's for either having a whole lot of death defiances or a whole lot of health, or maybe even both. Maybe it does like do the math, and the fact that we had 1200 effective HP is what triggered it. No fish? No fish. Alright, well. Got ourselves a reset.
Prince is getting rather good at this. But let us say he perished anyhow.
Rather good.
Huh?
Okay, so we still have to figure out how to open up the secret aspect with the sword and with the gun. And I still don't really have any idea what we've been doing. It's just been happening, and I guess we're just gonna have to let it keep happening. If it takes too long, like if we've really like wrapped up everything else and seen the other ending and everything, I will go look it up. But I would prefer not to look it up before that.
There's no escape, in case you hadn't heard.
Yeah, people do say that.
The triple-headed monster Cerberus is dutifully sitting there as ever.
Well, see you later then.
I wish we could have gotten him a fluffier bed. This is the nicest bed they had.
You are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
This is like heaven for a dog. He can get the scritches and also be sniffing you at the same time. So things just don't get better than that.
You have to tell me more about this pact you signed, Achilles. You and Patroclus, so you're doomed to never be together then?
You must safeguard the details of it, lad. Although it's not as bad as you make out. I ensured Patroclus is provided for. We wouldn't have been together anyway. Initially, he wasn't sent into Elysium, you see.
There has to be a way for me to make this right. Not just for him, for you.
You've other pressing matters to attend to, lad. And Patroclus and I have ample time to wait this out. I know you mean well, but do not discuss this matter with your father now. I fear that it could make things worse. Do you understand?
I do, I think.
What do you think the odds are I'm going to immediately disobey him? Wait, gotta nudge the statue.
Poke.
That's for luck. Hold on, we gotta nudge it twice or else we won't win our next run. But it takes a really long time. There we go. To be allowed to nudge it a second time.
You ever think of giving Thanatos a break, Father? He seems to have more than his fair share of work of late.
Blame the blasted mortals for perishing so easily, or blame Lord Ares prior to accusing me. With their surface wars, not only do they kill each other readily, but also often subsequently perish from the consequences of it all.
What wars? What's going on up there? Why don't the other Olympians do something?
Bah, how should I know? The mortals are equipped to settle their petty differences by any number of means. You have to make room for them all sooner or later, regardless.
That's certainly a way of looking at it.
I guess. I'm sure they would prefer that you not look at it in that way.
Zagreus, I heard your recent lyre playing from your bedchambers. Let no one lead you to believe it's not a reassuring start.
See, that's what I keep telling him.
Oh, come now, mate. I'm terrible and you know it. You pulling one over on me is payback.
I'm being serious, my friend. It is a challenging pursuit requiring a dedicated state of mind. The progress shall come. You shall discover what I mean.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, we're totally getting there.
Lastly, Dusa, you are not permitted to address the prince unless first spoken to. You are invisible to him. Now, are we understood?
I guess Nyx feels we're maybe getting a little too familiar.
Yes, Miss Nyx. We're understood. I mean, I understand. I'll be going then.
Oh no.
Yeah, Nyx clearly has a problem with the thing that's going on. That's not cool. She doesn't get to step in like that.
Do what you will with these, my good chef. All right.
We're doing pretty well on Nectar all of a sudden. Dude doesn't have anything I want. Oh, except Titan Blood, which we probably will take. I mean, I am seriously considering just dumping 14 of these Ambrosia, powering up Guan Yu, unless Guan Yu turns out to have escalating costs like some of the other weapons have, because if he does, then that's too damn expensive for the thing. I mean, I'm sure it's very good at level 5, but what would that be? 3, 4, 5? Like, that's too many. It's too many. It would be 25 blood to level that up, and I don't know that we would do it.
So, Mother, all the pomegranates around here, those are your doing?
Not a lot of fruit trees take to this environment, my son. Though there's something about pomegranates. Maybe it's that their seeds so resemble the gemstones your father liked so much. Or that they don't need much water.
Fruit trees, huh? I grew up around all these palms and never thought much of it. Are there many other types of fruit trees on the surface, then?
Well, I suppose there are a few. But I like pomegranates most of all.
I like them too.
Not as much as boons, but you know, those don't grow on trees, as far as I'm aware.
Come here.
Oh.
Meg, what a surprise. Again. What is it? What's the matter? Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Zagreus, come on, you're a big boy. You know why.
Zagreus, would you shut up with your idiotic questions and get over here right now?
You really... Oh.
Yes, of course, go to her. What? How is this a question?
I thought you'd never ask, but I'm glad you did.
Wow.
Meg, what I'm trying to say is, are we good? Or...
Stop being insecure around me, Zach. You should know better than that by now. Though yes, if you must know, I think we're good. But if you tell another living soul, or even a dead one, I will kill you. Understand?
Loud and clear, Meg, yes, I understand. So then, what happens now?
What happens now? I'll see you at the edge of Tartarus, I guess. Or maybe here, however long we keep this up.
However long we keep this up?
You ask too many questions, Zag. I don't have the answers, and besides, you know more about living in the moment than I do. See you around.
See you around? Yes.
Yeah, my dude's got to learn to just, like, be confident that things are what they look like they are. I guess living in the darkness of the underworld could perhaps have you a little distrustful of that idea. But, like, she seems into it. Just let her be into it. Let no one tell you this is not a promising start. This is what music sounds like.
It's something.
And see, there's notes coming off of it and everything.
What do you know? This came true. The claws of Enkidu helped me scrape by to the top.
Okay, so I'm going to go exchange 2 ambrosia for 2 blood. Then we're going to put the 3 blood we will then have
fair and square
into the aspect of Guan Yu. And if we manage to if it does look like all of the levels are going to cost 3 blood each, which it's important to note is still expensive relative to I think what we've spent on the other weapons, then I think we will just go ahead and level it up all the way.
Together we grow stronger.
Yeah, so it is 3. I think we're just going to level it up all the way. I think we're going to max this out and then give it another go. It's not like there's not more, blood and stuff available. So real quick, just convert 12 ambrosia into blood. And then let's go get a resource reset with this thing, right?
Need more of those, so here.
This is as fast as I can click.
It's a deal.
Okay, that's weirdly difficult to do. And we still have ambrosia for, the people who need ambrosia from us. Alright, let's give the old Frostfair blade another go, shall we?
Live through me again. Guan Yu.
Alright, 50%. 50% is better.
Felt nothing there, sorry.
I do think the animations of this thing are super cool. Yeah, it's just neat. It's a neat weapon, and I'm happy to be using it again. Although, we do have the glow on the bow, and we do still need to get through with the bow. Although we got to the surface, right? We died against Hades. So there's no ambrosia waiting for us on that one. There is ambrosia still waiting for us on this one. Right? Am I remembering correctly? Yeah, the Fated Saint of War. Okay. And then Bone Hourglass and Skull Earring gets us close at heart. Which, we'll do that this run, so we'll get 2 more ambrosia no matter what. And we've got to be close to this ambrosia. Our playing is getting so good. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with how things are going. So, I do believe... Oh, no, wait, sorry. We got to max out our mirror. And then I guess we can start giving resources to the resource man.
I can do better.
Oh, no, apparently it goes even higher. Well, then we'll probably just go even... We'll just go ahead and... That'll be the next 300 blood. Gemstones. Do we have enough gemstones to purchase that fancy gizmo? I want that gizmo. I love a good gizmo. Oh. We get a wall scroll of Dionysus. Okay, that's, near future. I want a gizmo.
How about this, contractor?
Contraption, comma,
seems like
intricate.
A conversation starter for the whole.
I'm gonna go nudge it.
That utterly preposterous design.
It's not for you, Dad. Don't look at my gizmo. It's mine. I'm not allowed to nudge it. Ah, there we go.
Interesting texture.
Yeah. One more for the road. Okay, I think we're ready. We're ready for the next run. Man, these videos, like, it's very often that they're 90 minutes or more, in part due to me stopping to talk so much, and in part because I don't really play that quickly. But it just flies by for me. I never feel like they're as long as they've been. We were working on you, right? And we have a bunch of... Yeah, we have a bunch of nectar. I'm gonna give you some nectar. I love Skelly.
Hey, now that's what I'm talking about. Thanks, boy, yo. Won't forget you doing me a solid like this. Cross my heart.
No need to thank me, mate. But don't you dare forget it, or I'll attack you repeatedly and without mercy.
Zagreus, don't play into his brat routine. Although I guess, you know, Zag's in all kinds of stuff, I guess. Alright, well, I think that right there is going to be where we call this for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we are taking Guan Yu all the way to the top, and we are going to get very, very paid for doing so. And we'll see you then.